What up, y'all? What up? Just want to address this versus shit real quick, man. And, you know, everybody's online like, yo, why Scratch is so aggressive towards Kid Capri? I wasn't aggressive towards Kid Capri. Like, this is what happened. So, when we were going through the battle, and Kid Capri got on the mic and said a rap, tried to do a diss rap and diss Big Daddy Kane. KRS was looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm looking at him like, what are you doing? Kane is looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing? You jumped into the fight. You have now jumped into the fight. You involved yourself into the battle. We're supposed to just stay in our corners and DJ for these two titans. Let them battle it out. Once you step into the ring, you are now involved in the fight. So imagine Kane and KRS are boxers. I'm Kane's corner man. Kid is KRS corner man. They're fighting. They're going at it. They're hitting each other. Boom, boom, boom. And then KRS trainer jumps into the ring and swings at Kane. Swings at my fighter. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? I'm jumping in the ring. And usually trainers, the cornermen are former boxers. So this boxer, he won a couple of fights, but this boxer is a 5-time world champion. So when I got in the ring, I'm gonna handle my business. I'm gonna protect my fighter. That's what happened. Kid involved himself into the battle when he should have just stayed DJing. We stay in our place. He got involved when he shouldn't have got involved. And even though it happened, it's still all in fun. It's versus. KRS was he was slinging insults at Kane since the very first song. Kane didn't go online and go, yo, he did this to me. KRS didn't go online crying and shit. Yo, he did this. He said, he didn't do that. It's fun. It's versus. You can't be sensitive about this shit. You can't, come on, kid. Kid Capri cannot be the first nigga in the history of verses to be mad and get mad because he got dissed in a battle, especially when he started it. Did you see the Locks in Dipset? They were slinging all kind of insults at each other. They was calling each other pussy, all kind of shit. And when it was over, they hugged it out. Yo, this is my brother. The next day, they was posting videos together. Yo, this is my brother. That shit was just in the ring, but we really friends. So it's just like two boxers that are friends. They get in the ring. They're going to try to knock each other out. But when the fight is over, they're going to go to dinner. They're going to drink a beer, whatever. That's what versus is. Don't turn this shit into a space where niggas is getting sensitive, because we're already in sensitive times. You can't say nothing no more without people getting offended. Don't bring that energy into verses. Don't do that, kid. You bigger than that. Kid Capri is bigger than that. You're too old for that. You're fucking king, nigga. Don't do that shit. Don't worry about your legacy. Your legacy is etched in stone. You just put yourself in a place where you shouldn't have been, and that's not your thing. You can't battle one of the greatest MCs to ever live. You actually think you was gonna win? Kane just looked at you and laughed. Come on, I don't know what made you do it. Maybe you got caught in the moment, but you can't do that, man. But that's why I got that kid. That's why I did it. He jumped into the fight. So I have to protect my fighter. And it's simple as that. And like I said, it's still all in fun. It's no malice or anything like that. It's versus. You can't be the first motherfucker to be sensitive and be mad because you got dissed. When you're trying to diss somebody first, you can't do that. So when that happened, I'm like, Kane, what you want me to do? You want me to get him? Kane was like, not yet. So when Kane did say get him, he said, after warming up, Kane, get him. So when I got him, so when I went, and put my little diss rap shit together, Kane was like, no, Scratch, don't do him like that. Just do something regular. So Kane protected him too, because he knew I was about to go all the way to fuck in. But even still, it's still all in fun. It's still all in fun. We're slinging insults. It's all in fun. It's verses. You cannot take this shit personal. You can't. You can't turn this shit into that, because it's gonna create a space where everybody in verses is gonna be sensitive, or niggas gonna be ready to fight because you said something disrespectful, and you're taking the battle essence out of this shit. You can't do that. You tried to diss Kane. You jumped on the mic. KRS didn't tell you to do that. That wasn't part of the program. You jumped on the mic, and that shit didn't end your way. It got bad. And even when, you know, and just real quick, the show program was this. It was supposed to be 10 songs a piece, 3 rounds of freestyle battle. Kane and KRS supposed to win 3 rounds. Then a b-boy battle, and then a DJ battle. And then after the DJ battle, the 5 remaining songs ended the show. But me and Kid Capri wasn't going to battle like that. Like, that's not a battle. That's not fair to Kid Capri. We was going to do the shit that we always do. Me and Kid Capri always DJs. We on the same turntables. We cutting Peter Piper, rock the bells. That's what we were going to do. KRS thought I was going to smash Kid, so that's why KRS changed the show. You know what I'm saying? So when I said to KRS on the mic, yo, we did the MC shit, we did the b-boy shit. Let's get into the first essence of the shit, the DJ shit. That was to remind KRS, yo, you're skipping parts of the show. Let's get back on course. I said it to him that way so I wouldn't embarrass him and go, yo, you fucking the show up. You know what I mean? So when I said that, he said, nah, we're not doing that. You DJ for Kane, I'm battling Kane. That's what we doing. I was like, oh, he don't want the DJ battle to happen. I'm like, he's protecting Kid Capri. He's thinking I'm gonna destroy Kid in the battle. He didn't know that me and Kid always DJ together. Like, I wasn't gonna do that shit. But if you get out of line, I got something to spank his ass. I was actually prepared for KRS to bring out other DJs to battle me, because he know Kid is not a battle DJ. I was ready to battle 3 DJs. I had shit for Kid, any DJs he bring out, and KRS. That's why Kane chose me to be his DJ. That's why he chose. I was there for the just in case. It's like, you know, you have friends, and let's say your homie like, yo, I gotta go shoot 5 minutes with this nigga, man. I gotta go fight this nigga. Yo, come with me, hold me down, make sure nobody jump me. That's what I was there for, to make sure nobody got jumped. And then they shooting the 5, and then boom, his man jump in. I'm coming to protect my man. I scoop him up, and I snuff him, scoop him up, and about to slam him on his head, and my man go, no, don't slam him on his head. Don't do that. Put him down. He had enough. Put him down. That's what happened. That's why Kane was like, Scratch, don't do that. Don't. You're going too far. Don't go that far. Just get him regular. Just play something regular. That's all that shit was. And like I said, it's still all in fun. It's just like it's friendly competition. It's all in fun. Don't be sensitive about this shit, Kid Capri. Like, come on, man. You bigger than that. You bigger than that. Just don't worry about your legacy and all of that shit. This shit happened. It happened. And this is and I couldn't understand why he was so mad. And then it took me a day or two, and then I'm like, okay, I got it. When Kid Capri DJs at his parties, Kid DJs a lot. When he DJs, he controls the entire narrative. When he DJs, meaning when Kid DJs, he brings his own DJs to ensure nobody plays the songs that he wants to play. And that's genius, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of DJs, you get to the town or whatever, and the opening DJ will want to play all of the big songs. They'll try to outshine the headliner sometimes. So they'll play all the big records before the headliner gets on. It's an unwritten rule for you not to do that as an opening DJ, but some DJs don't give a fuck. But Kid makes sure that shit never happens, because he brings his own DJs. So every time he DJs, he's always the winner at top. And it's not a competition, but he's always, there's no any sense of competition because there's no other records being played. He controls the whole situation. So if you've been doing that for 20 years and never had somebody get at you, it's like a fighter that's never lost a fight, because he fights, he picks his fighters. He don't fight the number one contender. He fights who he wants to fight. He fights who he knows he can be. So imagine a fighter like that, and then the first time they lose, they get knocked out. They don't know how to handle losing. So that's all. I think that's why he's mad the way he is. But he put himself in a space where he shouldn't have been. I'm not getting on the fucking mic and try to fucking battle one of the greatest fucking MCs of all time, KRS1, and he's a battle rapper, and he can say shit off the top of his head. I was prepared for KRS to diss Kane and me, because he's capable of doing that off the top of his head. I was ready for all of it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a fool to try to say a rap against KRS1. That's retarded. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm not here to slander kid. Like, he's saying all kind of shit on the internet. He's emotional. He's in his feelings. He's in his feelings. Kid has thin skin. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and he's never been embarrassed before. So he's acting out. I still love Kid Capri. Like when he was mad at when we spoke later after the show. We talked it out. He was like, all right, it's over. He hugged me. He said, Scratch, I love you. I always look up to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk soon. I said, okay, cool. And he was like, Scratch, let's keep this off the internet. Don't say nothing about me on the internet. And by the time he walked out of that venue, out of Barclays Center, from the time he got home, somebody got in his ear, and then this nigga started talking about me on the internet. So he did exactly what he asked me not to do. That's some sucker shit. You can't say stay sucker free if you're doing sucker shit. And I'm not here to slander Kid. Like, I love Kid Capri. I love his children and everything. So I'm not with the slander shit. I'm not with all of this internet back and forth shit, teenage girl type shit. I'm not with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's basically what happened. Kid Capri, I got at Kid because Kid jumped into the fight between KRS and Big Daddy Kane. And like I said, it's all in fun. You cannot take this shit seriously, because if he said something that was dope, he would be celebrating. Yeah, I got at Big Daddy Kane, but it didn't end that way, and he's in his feelings. And that's all. Everybody have a good night. I'm gonna do a KRS versus Big Daddy Kane set on Saturday on Rock the Bells Radio. That's my new show. This is actually the second week that's coming up. Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Big Daddy Kane versus KRS1, and I'll do a recap on the positive side of Verzuz with all this negative shit. And I'll tell y'all a couple of stories about KRS too when I DJed for him. And I might give y'all a sneak peek of this Big Daddy Kane produced by DJ Scratch joint too. Alright? Everybody be safe, man. Be cool. Slow.